Hello everyone, welcome back to the Boring Channel 8. My name is Anthony, and today I'm here with an article that popped up just in last 24 hours. And the article is about a Florida Walmart employee stealing a winning lottery ticket, as you can see, just for $2,700 from a customer, from a winning customer. And my question is for the video, are people being pushed too far to do crazy things like that are definitely not worth the risk? And are we pushed socioeconomically on the ground too much when full-time employee has the need to steal $2,700 lottery win from another person? That's my biggest question for the video, and I would like to know your opinion about that. But let's first look into the article. So, a Florida lottery winner went to DeLand Walmart to claim a 2,700 prize. Deputies say the receipt he needed to redeem the money ended up in a cashier's vest pocket instead. Tamika Hall, 40-year-old employee at Walmart, was arrested on felony grand theft charge after the incident at a Walmart convenience store along South Woodland Boulevard, according to Click Orlando. Uh, The Volusia Sheriff's Office said the elderly customer visited the store on Sunday morning with a winning Florida lottery ticket. Hall, who was working as a cashier, gave him instruction on how to claim the prize, investigators said. Hours later, the customer realized he did not have the receipt required to redeem the money. He returned to the store and reported the problem to the management. The video, okay, uh, so he reported it, and the management looked at the video surveillance cameras and was able to see allegedly Hall placing the ticket inside her vest. Deputies met with Hall inside Walmart's security office Monday morning. Investigators said Hall told them she became distracted by another customer after speaking with the victim and put the receipt in her pocket because she intended to give it to a manager but never did. Authorities said deputies went with Hall to a vehicle where they recovered the winning lottery receipt. She was then placed under arrest. Um, Her explanation is kind of plausible in a way because in any win above $600 or $599, you need the money from the Florida Lottery District Office, as stated in this article. So, like when we roll back to the issue of her stealing it for no reason and the low reward, high risk situation, when we just look at it just from purely from this perspective, high risk, low reward situation, and she completely went into it. And we can explain it away by her being completely dumb. She's stupid, she did it, and she deserves what's coming her way. That's one angle, and it's completely valid, to be honest. But the other part of it is what drives people. I my question is what drives a normal full-time employee. By the way, she lost her job. And my question is what drives her to this kind of behavior that's completely self-damaging, first of all, and second, uh, it's dumb. It is a low win, low reward, high risk. She went for it anyway. And where my mind ends up at is that she is basically, or not she, but our society in particular. I cannot speak for this particular, but there are symptoms in society. And when people do dumb stuff like this, maybe not even to, because you're not gonna enrich yourself with $2,700 nowadays. You're not gonna, it's not life changing money. So why did she do that? Why? Why is my biggest question. Why would anyone do that? And as I wanted to say, I land at we as people, someone who works as a full-time employee, I have to repeat that, she's not a, at least it's not mentioned in any of these articles that she has a previous um, previous history, any criminal history. And I think they would mention it, the sheriff's office, if she would have something like that, if she would have had something like that before. Um, so that means any logical conclusion is our society is so done economically, like normal people are so done economically that they are willing to risk everything to just relieve themselves a little bit from some sort of economical problems that they're facing. And regardless of this is the true or not for this case, I think that's it is true in reality. And there is no way out of it. We are in this spiral now, and people are going to be doing maybe even dumber stuff. This is just a maybe this is something we can even maybe laugh off a little bit, even though it's a serious issue, uh, stealing money from somebody else. But how much, uh, morally speaking, it's bad. But how much is the normal person being rubbed off by people at the top? And then you end up with this poor people taking money from poor people because everybody's desperate. That's my take from this particular particular situation, this particular crime that got amazing traction, by the way, in the media immediately because of the Florida ticket being stolen. But she lost her job, her face is everywhere, and her face will stay under this forever. Anybody who is going to look for her name on the internet is going to find this now for $2,700. So, what do you guys think? Do you think she was just stupid, dumb, and she got what she deserved? Or are there broader socio-economical issues at play when people do stupid stuff like this? Because regardless of your intellect, this is an easy calculation on somebody who's 40 years old. This is an easy calculation. It's not worth it, or shouldn't be worth it. If you would be maybe paid living wage, good wage, and have a decent life, and then you would be happy for your fellow human from your community that won $2,700 and not try to steal it for yourself. But we can only assume that much. She could be a completely twisted bad person, stupid ass bitch, you know? But we don't know. And I look around and I see many people who are good people who would, in desperate situation, and as we are, marching to these desperate situations, who would do something like this, And yeah, my question is, what do you guys think? Or am I being too paranoid or too nice to now specifically to her? Let me know in the comments, like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.